Take the action of a Devil May Cry, throw in a hot dominatrix wearing black horn-rimmed glasses, and throwing a helping spoonful of hentai tentacles. If you can imagine all that, you can imagine Bayonetta, the latest hit game from Sega. It's a game that's all about kicking ass, taking names, looking cool, looking sexy, and doing everything with a great sense of style. The story concerns itself with a young witch named Bayonetta, who is able to control her hair. As you can see, her body outfit is actually her hair molded to her, but more importantly, she can use that hair to form giant fists and feet for attacks, and she can even use hair to summon giant demons such as dragons, birds, and centipedes. Now, the game's a little too kooky and a little too crazy for its own good, and the amnesia storyline has pretty been there, done that, but in the end, it won't matter, because what matters is the awesome gameplay and the action and how fluid and solid it is. There's like no mistakes in it. We played the Xbox 360 version, so our action was mostly concerned with the Y and B buttons. The Y button being for hand attacks and the B button being for gun attacks of the feet. You heard that right. Feet. You got guns on your feet. It's going to be the hot thing this summer for all the ladies out there. But you can use new weapons like guns and swords and whips and equip those to your Y button, and you can equip stuff like skates and guns to the B button. Now, one nice thing is that the game doesn't punish you for making a mistake. You could be trying for a BBB attack, but do a BBY instead. Now, while that might mean death in an attack in some other games, not so here. Now, what you can see here is the kooky charm and style that goes through much of the game. This is one cutscene in particular. We got Bayonetta, she's going to swing this angel, and she's going to throw it up against another boss. And yes, this giant slab is an actual boss. That's how big they are. So what you're going to see here is her planting something, and it's an angel. Wait, an angel? It's an angel pissing on another angel. How quaint. They're going to push the edge just a little further. We're going to see Bayonetta use her gun feet, kaboom, and... okay, nothing. Okay, nothing. What was that? Okay, Bayonetta, what you going to do? Shoot, and a bullet in the penis. Kaboom, head flying. Ah! But you know what? That's just the charm of this game. It's crazy like that. Whether it's watching somebody go down a road on a motorcycle while it crumbles to pieces, or running upside a building as it crumbles and falls down, or, riding a motorcycle on somebody's head. The game just looks and plays awesome. And I mean, look right here. You're going to see Bayonetta jump to her hands and start using her feet to shoot people. I mean, where are you going to see that in another game? Now, one of the things is that the game has a lot going for it beyond just the story. There's a lot of different difficulties you can play, and there's a lot of unlockables. There's tons of character costumes you can get that change everything from making her wear a PE outfit to, wearing a kimono. But beyond the action, there's also some great bosses. And what you're going to see here is one such boss. You're going to see Bayonetta, in which time she's jumping between these floating platforms so she can attack the hands. And meanwhile, all around you, you can see is basically inside a tornado. You can see lightning flashes, rain splattering, wind flying around. And it's just epic. The boss fights are so huge, so large, you're just stunned by how well they are. And the funny thing is that while this boss is imposing here, he actually becomes somewhat timid later on, because the other bosses become so much bigger and so much stronger that these guys actually become kind of sub-bosses. Now, unlike a game like Ninja Gaiden, where if you screw up, it feels more like the game's punishing you, in Bayonetta, screw-ups is your fault. It doesn't feel like the game's cheating. If you get hit by a character's move, it's because you weren't good enough. It's not because the game had it out for you. Because the game gives you tons of moves at your disposal. I mean, a big part of the game is dodging. All you gotta do is push one button to dodge. You time it right, you get bullet time, essentially. And it makes you think that you're doing better than you are. And that whenever you do poorly, you don't get pissed at the game. You don't want to fling the controller. Because you know in your head that it was your fault. But, that's a side point. The point is that Bayonetta is an awesome game. If you have a 360, you need to go get it.